Alright, camera's charging. I got a true crime documentary going. My iPad is currently charging as well, because I'm about to start doing a wedding gift for some of my friends who are getting married here very, very soon. I'm super excited for them to get married. I love them both so much. But yeah, I'm about to make some brekkie because I'm hungry and I could do with some coffee and such. So I figured maybe I could film some of this too, just so you could see. The kitchen is not extravagant. It does what it does, so I need to put some dishes away first before I start making more of a mess, though. Crime documentary I'm watching, I'm pretty sure I already know the story. So luckily I let me get a bit dingy. Which is kind of what I was looking for in terms of like, I need something, some background noise to get me going on this design deal. It wasn't cold in here, so I grabbed a sweatshirt.
Like I said, I usually use like applesauce as like a breakfast option. It's great if I'm trying to be quick about breakfast, but I've found protein-based breakfast options seem to be the best because it just fills you up the best. I usually opt for like eggs and bacon or eggs and sausage. I keep my coffee nice and black because I'm boring and I don't care to zhuzh up my coffee that much. Plus, I don't really feel like spending all that money on like syrups and stuff like that, so I like coffee black as is. Gotta spice up the eggs or I am going to have a bad time because the eggs are gonna taste like eggs and I'm not gonna want to eat them anymore. So all about the seasoning, all about how you zhuzh it up, but protein is a really good start to your day. Maybe some carbs.
I let them simmer a little bit. Let's take a gander. Let me show you. Too, so I might just add that, but it snowed pretty good here in Denver last night. That's why blinds are closed, because it gets so cold if I leave those open and it snowed outside. It's like a fridge. It activates like a fridge mode in here. It gets so cold. I'll fuck with it. We're done on breakfast. I'm making it. She's gorgeous. We got the coffee. I just need to put it in a mug. We're gonna use some hot sauce, some sriracha-esque, and cover those eggs because, again, we don't want it to taste like eggs. So if we can get it to not taste like eggs, that's fantastic. So we're gonna get my favorite mug from when I lived in Wisconsin, when I visited the Apostle Islands. Boy, oh boy. Alright. And we can press our coffee. And then we're gonna pour that shit in. And it'll be the best cup of coffee. For very cheap. I think the whole bag from $15, something like that. Pretty cheap. It's Kirkland brand too, so Costco brand. Live, love, love. Got my fork. Got my meal. Ready to eat. And y'all are not gonna come with me on this one. We're gonna do our own thing for the food, but check back in when I'm drawing. Like as soon as I start the video, the sirens are going off. What's up, guys? Just making sure we're gonna be in focus there. I'm gonna start my nice snowy day. It snowed pretty good in Denver overnight. But we're gonna start it with some yoga. I have a 45-minute long Yoga with Adriene video pulled up right now, so we're gonna hit that to start my day. We love this bitch. I love her and Benji. They always do me right. I always feel so good after a session. So we're gonna record that real quick. I need to pause that video. We're gonna record me doing that real quick. I'm gonna have a second camera, my phone right there for a different view, just in case this one isn't that interesting. But we're gonna start there. Let's get some yoga, let's stretch out, let's get limber. Had to move my coffee table, I'm not gonna talk about it, but my coffee table out of the way just so I can get this done in my nice little small square foot apartment. Second camera started officially, so let's do it.
I initially found Yoga with Adriene back in 2020 during the pandemic, actually towards the tail end of the pandemic, because I am always late on trends, but I loved joining in on this trend, even if it was joining in late, because I'm stubborn, because every single time I did yoga, and if I would do it regularly, like there was a point where I would do it like at least twice a week, my body felt so loose, so limber. A lot of the pain that I'd consistently complain about like went away because my body is stretched out consistently. So I've been slacking a lot lately just because the space I have, I just moved, so my space is even more limited than it was before. I was kind of using space as an excuse before, but hopefully moving forward with like moving into a new place and like moving into theoretically a house eventually with more space, I can do yoga more consistently and more regularly, and I'll feel comfortable doing that. That's what I'm looking for. But Adriene is like one of the best people I have found. I haven't found another yoga person that can get me more excited and more into and more limber feeling than she does. Like, she knows exactly how I'm feeling and exactly what I'm doing, and she calls me out somehow through the screen. She knows I'm not breathing during this segment, or that my abs aren't engaged during my cat-cow like they should be. So she's awesome. She's aware. She understands. I love that. I'm going to continue watching her, I think, forever. But yeah, I need to get more consistent on doing yoga. So hopefully maybe a routine of videos can get me more consistent with it, and maybe we can all do some yoga with Adriene together. Yeah. Live, laugh, love. Yoga. That's how I feel about it. Anyways, back to the free fit pics and all that.
Woo! It's chilly now, 'cause I haven't moved in a second. But yeah, that was some yoga. The other camera stopped. And yeah. Probably get into some other stuff today, but I gotta let my camera charge and figure out why it stopped and all that, so see you in a second. Alright. What is up, friends? I'm here chilling in my living room. About to start a little bit this process of creating some artwork for my friends that are about to get married. They're getting married in April. I'm kind of a broke bitch, so my funds are a little limited here, so instead of buying them a gift on their registry, I'm going to use my art skills, even though my friend is also an artist. She doesn't need to be making her own art here for her own wedding. We're gonna help her and do that for her. But they just recently, I don't think necessarily they want their photo on the internet, but they just recently got some professional photos done. I have the photo here, the reference photo I'm going to use on my phone here. They're really cute photos. I wanted to use them as a reference because I feel like, you know, this is, at the time that they're about to get married, they posted these like, I don't know, like a month ago or something, so like this is like their engagement photos, essentially, their professional engagement photos. But I've already started a little bit on my drawing for them. I've sketched an outline of their bodies and such. I'll kind of delete this first layer that I have currently and I'll work from there. Art is kind of a fun process, and digital art is my favorite because it is so much easier to correct and fix. I got myself a little Dr. Pepper. I have a Mr. Ballin video kind of going for now. I probably won't get most of this done today, but I'll probably get a good amount done, hopefully. I have like a month until their wedding, so it's go time, brothers!
These friends I'm making a drawing for, I actually initially met them in high school, which is where they met and first started dating. They actually broke up like in our junior, senior year of high school, and then decided that they wanted to get back together right as my friend, like the girl, Audrey, was leaving to go to college, and she was leaving like a 5-hour drive away. I said, don't do it, don't get back together, like explore the world, but they did get back together, and lo and behold, that is their current love story. It has gotten them through everything, it has kept them strong, and has inspired that wedding love story, love bombing thing. They're high school sweethearts, and the people love it. I love it. I love them. So, yeah. Very special moment needs to be captured adequately in this handmade little drawing of mine. Alright, y'all. I am back to doodling my friend's little portrait for their upcoming wedding because I love them both and I'm trying to get this done before their wedding. I've got a good sketch going and I'm hammering in on my other friend. It's honestly like rather tricky on him because he is cut off from here down and I'm trying to give him some legs and some feet. Similar with my other friend, she has a foot cut off, so I have no idea what her foot looks like, and so I have to kind of use my brain here and figure out exactly what that's about to look like, but I'm going to put that off until the very end here because, good God, that sounds awful. Continuing on with the story of my two friends, I initially met my girlfriend, Audrey, in high school, technically in middle school first, but we didn't really become friends until high school. We had a lot of art classes together, and we initially got close because we were the only friends in our friend group that had lunch together. So we sat at the lunch table together. It was super, super cute. I got really close with Audrey first, and we were friends for quite a minute until Ty came into our friend group. The guy in the relationship came into our friend group, and it was awesome. They seemed to almost click immediately. We all kind of clicked immediately and then formed our own little separate friend group, which has since changed, since drama and all that, and life, all those things. But I met my girlfriend, Audrey, because of drawing, so I kind of wanted to use this opportunity to draw for them, you know, in the same way of she's drawn me a few times. I'm sure she's maybe drawn Ty, I think. Her partner, I think she's drawn. So I want to share in that love and continue, and I wanted to draw past the part that I am broke and can't afford things. Like, this felt very special to me, using art in the way that we met, in the way that we all bonded to kind of bring us together, in a little bit of memery too, with the little slogan I have on top. It's, I think, from a conversation we had back in high school. So big ode moment, love it, wanted it to be a part of their wedding experience, because I got to be a part of their wedding experience, and most of our other high school friends didn't. So feels cool, feels good. Again, I love them so much. It's been a couple days since I've checked in, so like, hey, what's up? How we doing? I've just been kind of chilling at home / going to work, working on this doodle of my friends currently. We are pretty far on that progress. Don't need y'all to see their faces, but like, awesome. I still have like a whole month to get this done. I was gonna go meet a buddy at his job and just like hang out at his bar, get a couple drinks while I was working on this, except for he called out today, so he was not at the bar. I'm not just gonna go hang out with some rando. I usually tend to get like a lot of progress done when I sit at a bar for whatever reason. Like, I don't know what it is about a bar space that helps me get work done. Maybe I'm an alcoholic, I don't know, but yeah. Still a work in progress here. Like, my guy friends all set, basically. Both of them need shoes, but that's gonna be the biggest dilemma, minus the stripes. The stripes are a headache, but I'm getting somewhere. The shoes? No idea where to start. They're cut off in the photo, so, in my reference photo, so I'm gonna find something. We're gonna figure something out. They're gonna get their own shoes. They're gonna find shoes that they've never had before, and they're gonna have to go buy them because I drew them so well. Alright, that's it for check-in. Great. To really culminate their love experience, you know, their wedding aligns so perfectly, really proving that these two are soulmates. Like, they were meant to be together despite me telling them not to get back together. They were meant to be together. The universe gave them the good signs, like the sun was shining exactly when they needed to walk down the aisle outside, bright on their faces so you could see them. Like, it just was a nice shining moment. The venue they picked was absolutely gorgeous. We will talk about that later, but it speaks to them as people and them as individuals. Like, that's exactly the venue I figured that they would go to, and the kind of people that were still going to be around them. They haven't really changed as people did in high school, but I think it's a good thing in this moment because they were both great people in high school, and they are great people now, which is why I continue to reach out and I want to hang out with them. I'm just unfortunately 15-hour drive away, maybe 3-hour flight, something like that. So it is a bit of a trek and it is a bit of a journey, but I will make the journey again and again because I love them. They're both kind and the friendship continues just the way that it did every single time when we come back. Yeah, I can't speak to it too much. As frustrating as this drawing process was for me, it is all the more worth it because I'm putting that time, the dedication, and love into these things in the same way as these two have for me in a lot of ways and a lot of experiences. They have given sacrifices, they willingly invite me to things, they talk to me as if we're family. Because they are family to me, truly. They are my chosen family, and I will choose them again and again. It feels like I'm their third right now in the way that I'm talking. Holy shit, maybe I am. But truly, they are my people, and I love and appreciate them. And the love that they have culminated between the two of them, the community that they have grown that surrounds them, you know, inspires me day in and out, and I hope to get that same experience out of life as they are getting out of their lives and with their people and their love. It's very inspiring. It's inspiring me. It has inspired my boyfriend. He has said those things. I hope that the love I have with him and I have in my future looks in the same way that theirs is. It's not only comfy, it's cozy, it's good, it's warm, it's inviting, and it keeps you coming back for it. It made me want to create. It inspired me to create and be there for them. So, yeah, very wholesome. Really got me in my feels that weekend too, so like I said, I will touch on that a little bit more later in the video, but this just brushes the top of how these two have supported me and make me feel. Words can't describe all the ways that these two have helped me and made me feel. They're good people. Find good people in your life. If people don't make you feel this way, they aren't meant to be in your life. Point blank, period. I have found that out the hard way. It's unfortunate. I've had to find it out the hard way, but I have. So, I'm rambling again. Let's get back to me drawing. Take a look at it. It's fun, right? Hee Alright. Having issues with my camera, so I keep saying my card is full, even though I just took everything off of that SIM card. It should be good. I don't know why I'm having issues, but I'm having issues, so got it set up there so that I could have a really cool angle of me drawing again, because it's April 7th. This wedding is on the 24th. I have 2 weeks about to get this done. I need this done in like 2 weeks. And I have to figure out their feet. This is big on my to-do right now. We're about to finish this. I'm gonna crank this the fuck out. I made myself a Costco Caesar salad. It's fucking huge. I have a Dr. Pepper to power me through. I just realized I kinda need my phone for the drawing process, so I am filming this now. I will check back in a second with progress on my drawing, and hopefully in the very near future I will get the camera situation figured out, because what the fuck. See you in a second. Alright. Some progress has been made, mainly on the salad. It has been crushed. I'm just gonna have to hammer in real quick and knock out these feet.
they have socks on, so great. That makes it so much easier for me than having to figure out some shoes. Although shoes maybe would have been easier than trying to figure out how their feet are placed, because right now, yeah. I'll check back in when I'm like hopefully done. I have to turn the volume down on that. Okay, so I figured out why my camera wasn't doing the thing. Just needed to reformat my SIM card. I'm a little bit of a goober. I have finally, I think, finished this drawing. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So, we're gonna take a look at it together here. But this is where we're at. I got them their feet and everything, they just had socks on. So, great progress. Check back in when we're actually on the way to the wedding. All right, for the official drive to Wisconsin, we got a nice little Volvo, which is hilarious. I didn't pick the rental car. I had my boyfriend handle that. He took it on, really, and he picked a Volvo, which is perfect because my friend, my high school friend, she drove a Volvo in high school. Like, that was a car she got from her dad. So it was hilarious. We drove that same car, newer and fancier or whatever, but whatever, all the way to Wisconsin. As boring as the drive to Wisconsin is, it felt, again, very full circle, kind of made it feel like this weekend was purposeful, like it was fated. It was destined to happen. Our whole drive, you know, like I said, boring and flat, had some tornado warnings. That's tends to what happens in the flat areas, is flat equals you get tornadoes too. So luckily we didn't see any. It did look a little hairy, but no tornadoes on our watch. Typically we rip that whole drive. It's like 15 hours in one, but we decided to break it up in two. It feels a lot quicker when you break it up into two, and, you know, just a lot easier to tire out when you're driving straight through. So, we got to the venue after the drive. We stopped at my parents', got to the venue. It has some really cool photo shoot spots, like this super cool mural in the parking lot that I've included, and just like everywhere there's plants and greenery and brick and whatever. It's like a millennial dream house for photo shoots. Somehow there's even an Instafluencer or something like that, like some model-esque looking person at this wedding, which I didn't think my friends knew, but maybe family member or something or other, but she's model posing in front of all this greenery and stuff. It was gorgeous. I was in shock and awe. But beautiful venue. I have a couple photos included from their website, but like, this isn't exactly how their wedding was set up. They had a nice gorgeous sign in their wedding as well, asking people not to shoot any video or photo during the actual ceremony, which I thought was absolutely beautiful. Like, they do have a photographer, and it got me more in the moment, truly. And I was sobbing literally the whole time. I was crying the whole wedding because, again, I love these two, and seeing this happen is a very full circle moment. It felt so perfect and so aligned and destined by fate that made me feel whole. Really, really good weekend. Really whole weekend. Very wholesome. Again, I love these two with my whole heart. I'll check back in. Might go rock climbing this weekend, so maybe you guys get to come with. So, alright. See you the next time I see you.
Hey,